Lesson 12, Cell Styles and Document Themes. In this lesson, we'll take a look at Excel 2007's new built-in Cell Styles gallery and how that works in conjunction with document themes to give you a completely new look to your document. Okay, so here we have a workbook, and basically all of our cells are just in what they call a normal style. But if we would go to the Cell Styles dropdown, you'll see that there is a gallery with all sorts of new cell styles. Now, Excel 2003 offered cell styles, but it wasn't on any of the toolbars. You had to add it, and I really don't know anyone who used the cell styles frequently. I'm not sure I necessarily agree that all of the calculation cells should be in orange or output cells should be in gray, warning should be in red. These all seem very arbitrary to me, and if you want to use them, feel free. The ones I do like, though, are the heading styles. It seems to make a lot of sense to put the headings in that style and the titles in one of the title fonts. Those are two simple steps to make your documents look pretty good pretty quickly. Maybe we want to put the total cells in a different accent color, in green or blue. Easy to do to make a few simple changes to your spreadsheet to kind of dress them up a little bit and add a little bit of pizzazz. But what's really interesting with the cell styles is that the cell styles work in conjunction with a new concept in Excel called themes. Excel gives us 20 different built-in themes. So in general, we start out looking at the Office theme, but we can very quickly switch to any of the other 20 themes. Here's Apex, or Aspect, or Civic. A theme is comprised of 6 accent colors, a title font, and a body font. There's also a number of effects with each theme. So you'll see as I hover here, the various themes offer different colors and different effects. Opulent offers sort of a jeweled effect over on the charts. What's great about these 20 themes is the same 20 themes exist in Word 2007 and PowerPoint 2007. So if you're creating several documents, some in Word, some in Excel, and some in PowerPoint, you can make sure that all of the documents have the same themes and they're all going to have a similar look and feel. How often have you gone to a staff meeting where 7 different people show up with presentations and they all look completely different? Well, this way, if everyone agrees to use the same theme, the documents will all have a consistent look and feel. Now, I'll point out that in the themes group, there are drop-downs where you can choose just the colors or the fonts. And basically, again, the fonts are controlling 2 fonts, one for titles and one for body copy. And then just the effects. Now, these effects are very subtle, and I want to explain to you what you're seeing here. For each theme, there are 3 shapes in the theme. And as I'm hovering over these, please watch the buttons at the bottom, the simple, moderate, and intense. The clue here is that the circle refers to the simple theme. So in this case, you can barely make out that there's a dotted outline around the simple box, or here, there's kind of a double outline around the simple box. That's the circle. The arrow refers to the effects that you're going to see in the moderate themes. So here the equity kind of has a checked format. Here it's kind of a grayed out format. Here it kind of looks like some sort of a texture that appears to be a paper format. And the rectangle indicates what you're going to see when you choose intense effects. So that would be the green box at the bottom is reflecting the intense. Now, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going to happen here, but you can kind of get a clue from some of the themes, like Metro, again, appears to have sort of a glass look, and I can tell that the intense effect is going to have the glass effect, or that maybe the equity is going to have a very simple outline around the simple effects. Now, to give you an idea of what we mean by simple, moderate, and intense, I'm going to select one of these shapes, and on the Drawing Tools format, we'll open the Shape Styles gallery. The built-in shape styles, you see that the 5th row here is all moderate effects, and the 6th row is intense effects. So again, moderate is the effects shown as the arrow, intense is the effects shown as the rectangle, and the simple are the effects shown in the circle drop-down in page layout. Now, the reason I'm spending so much time talking about effects is effects are very important if you want to build your own theme. To start out with a new theme, you have to choose one of these 20 built-in effect styles first, because there's no way to edit the effects. You have to choose one of the 20 built-in. So maybe I'll choose, well, let's go with median as my favorite effects. And then in the fonts drop-down, I can choose new theme fonts. I can choose which fonts I want for the heading and the body. Click Save. In colors, I can create new theme colors where I get to choose up to 6 accent colors. And I can choose any colors I need. So if I'm trying to match some corporate colors, I can use this RGB settings to come up with my 6 accent colors. And so on. We'll click Save. Now, you'll notice that I've chosen effects, I've chosen fonts, and I've chosen 6 colors. I can now go to the Themes drop-down and save the current theme with perhaps my company theme. If those are my company colors, I'll now have a theme that matches perfectly. Plus, this is saved as a THMX file, so I can easily copy this THMX file from my computer to the Document Themes folder inside of Templates on everyone's computer, and we'll all have the same custom theme available. Very simple to go through and create themes with your company colors and possibly headline fonts. The Cell Styles drop-down on the Home tab, initially, I looked at this and said, well, I'm not sure I agree, but there are some cool features, and when used in conjunction with the themes on the Page Layout tab, you have the ability to create great-looking documents with just a couple of clicks of the mouse. I hope you found that helpful, and thanks for watching.
Looking to advance your career by acquiring new skills? Tired of expensive off-site training programs? Wish you could learn from the best instructors in the industry? Look no further than Live Lessons. Self-paced, personal video instruction by the world's leading technology publishers. Each live lesson comes with a DVD featuring 3 to 4 hours of instructor-led classroom training, sample program code that allows you to work along with your personal instructor, and an example-rich study guide. Live lessons allow you to watch the entire course from start to finish, or navigate directly to any of the individual lessons. You'll literally watch over the shoulder of your instructor as he shows you how to build state-of-the-art applications. Live Lessons, the power of the world's leading technology experts at your fingertips. To learn more, visit mylivelessons.com today.